Dreams and aspirations have been passed on from one trainer to the next in the Pokémon Journeys episode 115 after story. So let's talk about it. Hey everyone, it's Charles. How are you today? The Elan vs Leon opening round of the World Coronation Series Masters 8 tournament kicked up quite the kerfluffle in both the Japanese and English-speaking Pokemon communities, on account of its short length, awkward pacing, and the fact that it turned Leon into Beerus and Elan into the power level 5 farmer from the beginning of the Saiyan saga. We've already had a fairly long chit-chat about why many people felt the way they felt about the battle, but today's plan is to have a quick chat about a juicy content nugget that just dropped and endowed the battle from episode 115 with a little extra mouthful of secret sauce that I think most fans will appreciate. Indeed, the Final Fantasy 15 of the Pokemon anime has just got its own story patch of sorts. So let's translate what the Japanese PR team has just released, and as always it's going to be a good time, so subscribe for a satisfying drip of Pokemon anime content every week, press like for Love Disc, and let's jump right in. On June 19th, 2022, 2 days after episode 115 inflicted salt baths and seizures on a large portion of the fandom, the official Japanese Pokemon anime PR account on Twitter made a post with a comic panel that served as a supplement to the episode. The company occasionally posts such after stories, and I often do translate them over on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. And here is what this after story had to say. The text in the post itself reads, Pokemon Journeys, episode 115 after story. Encouragement to Ash from Elan following his match with Leon in the Masters tournament. These two have battled many times, and Ash will be taking on Elan's aspirations as he heads into battle. And in the speech bubbles in the comic, Elan says to Ash, I have entrusted you with my aspirations. To which Ash replies, got it. Elan passing on his aspirations, his will, his dream to Ash Ketchum does not make the Elan vs Leon blowout any less awkward, but it does somewhat dampen the sting to Elan fangirls, in my opinion. And although a lot of Japanese fans are crying foul that the interaction was not included in episode 115, I am hopeful that we will see a scenario like this unfold in a later episode. I mean, something meaningful between them had better occur because 1. The only interaction they have had in the Masters 8 thus far was when they stared at each other for approximately 1 second, and 2, if this after story only ever exists in the gray canon of the official Japanese PR account, then most overseas viewers will never reap the benefits of this interaction when the tournament arc finally airs in other languages. Elan is a cool guy with a scarf, and if the writers are going to reanimate his corpse just for the sake of fan service, then they may as well give us something worthwhile. At the end of the day, although I still think that Elan vs Leon could have been handled better, this after story was a tasty morsel that gives me hope that we will see Elan leave the anime only after doing something a little bit more significant than simply getting bodied to set up the tournament power scale. But alas, only time will tell.